It's a fabulous rivalry this in the history of the sport, and the importance of this match, because this is what it boils down to for the defending champions. In fact, the most successful team in the history of the Hockey Junior World Cup. You lose here and you're out of a reckoning for a spot in the quarterfinals. Hence the importance of this game. Good afternoon, Cedric.
Well, apart from, it's very, very important for Germany to win this match. They have a big reputation. They're the defending champions. And having lost to Belgium yesterday, they have to come with all guns blaring.
Well, Pakistan won their match yesterday against Egypt 3-2, and their goal scorers are people to look out for. Number 7, Mohammad Irfan, quite a special player. Mohammad Tawseek, number 5, their penalty corner specialist. And Ahmad Shakil Butt, number 14, who's always up there and making things difficult for the rival defenses. Thus giving this man Manzoorul Hassan quite a good start in this tournament, but it does boil down to this important match against the Germans, who'll come out all guns blazing considering what they had to endure yesterday, losing out 3-1 to Belgium. In that match, a couple of players had a good outing. Jonas Gomol, number 14, was quite special, and the only goal came from Christopher Ruhr, number 17. Also watch out for their skipper, Matthias Muller, number 19. Andre Henning is their head coach, and Marcus Weiser is with them as well as part of the support staff.
Well, Marcus Weiser is the most successful German coach at the moment. He's won everything in terms of gold medals.
And they will need to win today, because Germany at the moment at 0 points. Egypt are seemingly out of the competition. And as we mentioned before, if Germany lose today, then that's it. It's Belgium and Pakistan who will make it through to the next stage.
Well, Marcus Weiser is, as I was saying, the most successful German coach. He's here as support staff for the German national team, under 21 team.
Today's umpires Jonas van Teck from the Netherlands and Tim Pullman of Australia. No-nonsense gentlemen who have had a good tournament thus far, all the officials. And Bruce Bale of England will be the video umpire for this particular match. Remember, both teams have one referee each, which they can utilize at any situation provided they get it right. It's Pakistan who have got things moving. A smattering of support for the subcontinental giants. They are in white color and playing from left to right on your TV screens, and up against them in black are Germany. Pakistan did make a very fluent beginning to their game yesterday against Egypt and will be looking to do the same, settle in early.
Well, you know, the Germans' normal game is to dominate and dictate the midfield by using the width of the pitch. Okay, the strong points are their set plays, the baseline play, and the one-touch deflections on the long hits which come from transiting the ball from the defense into attack.
Yes, it should be mentioned, the Belgium-Germany encounter was played on the adjacent pitch, so we were not able to witness it as such, but reading the reports, they certainly had a very bright match. In fact, proof of that, the fact that the man of the match award eventually went to the Belgian goalkeeper, Arnold Flamand. So it tells you that the Germans had a field day, just didn't convert enough of their chances. Oh, this has been very neatly stolen by Christopher Ruhr. We know about his goal-scoring ability. He's got a shot going, and it's snuck through. Amin Yusuf will not be able to believe it. It was a one-on-one situation, and the striker finds a way, finds that slightest of gaps, and Germany are in front inside the second minute.
Well, if you look at it, he made a complete flop of it, and Christopher Ruhr had cut him off and hit a shot which went through the goalkeeper's pads. He hit the goalkeeper's pads. Goalkeeper's balance is all wrong. He's on the balls of his feet, and the ball goes through his pads and into goal. 1-0 to Germany. They couldn't have asked for an earlier, better start.
Absolutely, we have seen already in this Hero Hockey Junior World Cup, whichever team scores first invariably goes on to register points in this competition, because it is such a competitive field. Every goal counts, every advantage counts, and at the moment it's definitely advantage with the defending champions Germany. It is a make or break tie for them, but remember, their next encounter, their final one, is against Egypt. So they will fancy their chances of going through, provided they can pull off a victory here. Early pressure for the Pakistan defense.
Well, the Germans are holding back. They're not putting a full press. They're holding back, waiting for the loose ball to be picked up. Or when the Pakistanis are rotating the ball in the defense, if it's a slow pass or a bad pass, they'll immediately put pressure on the ball and try and take a turnover.
Pakistan do have some experience on their ranks, the likes of Muhammad Khalid, the skipper Umar Bhutta as well. All players who can come to the party, can contribute with their wise knowledge of hockey at the highest levels. And that's what will be called upon here in these remaining 67 minutes or so. It's a very, very good run from Nicholas Wellen, and it's very much inside the box, and it's the first penalty corner going in favor of the Germans. They have come out firing from the blocks here, Cedric.
Well, they've shown their capacity as a team in terms of creating chances, and even in capitalizing on that one-on-one situation just now. Germany plays the 2 versus 1 situation very well, and that through ball right through to Jonas Gommel was a great pass, and he turned the defender, and again the culprit was Khalid Mohammed.
Jonas Gommel is also one of the penalty corner specialists in this team. Had a few shots at goal in the last match against Belgium. In fact, very early on had an opportunity which was saved by Belgium. But the man at the top of the D looks like number 10, Mats Grambusch. It's a feint, and it's just wide from Gommel.
Well, it was a great dummy in top of the circle, a backdoor pass to Gommel. If you look at it, he pulled the whole defense one side, blocked the on-rushing number 2 Khalid runner, and then flicked just wide by Gommel. Actually, quite wide.
The intent is quite clear from the Germans. They are definitely smarting from the defeat yesterday. And it's up to Pakistan here, not only to hold on to them, but also to counter them with the strategy of their own. They played some pretty decent hockey yesterday. At some stages in their match against Egypt, did look a little lost, but on the whole, it was a much improved performance.
Well, they dominated play very much against Egypt, and if you look at it, Egypt really came back into the game, and put credit to Egypt, because no one expected them to give the performance they did. Even today in the first half against Belgium, they played a fantastic game by closing down the spaces and basically holding back and playing the counter ball. The same thing they did against Pakistan yesterday, and they got 2 PCs and they scored 2.
Another factor which might be a thing for teams to contend with. We saw a little bit of it yesterday in the match between Malaysia and New Zealand. Matches which begin after 4 p.m. Just coming up to roughly dusk in this early December weather in Delhi. And that's when the lights slowly begin to take effect. So you've got to be very, very decisive with some of your spotting, I suppose, as players. Now it's the defending champions Germany who come away with the ball. A delightful skill from Gamal, who already looks like somebody quite special from this group. Onto the goal scorer, the skipper. Not the skipper, Roor in fact. This is the captain, Matthias Müller. Sweeps it through to the left. Back with the captain. Got an option to pass to. Utilizes that, Shkolkov.
If you look at the ball speed that Germans are playing, it's probably the fastest I've seen in the entire tournament so far. I remember Marcus Weiser talking to me and telling me that they're very, very important to have the ball speed traveling at the maximum, because that doesn't give the opposition the chance. But Pakistan has to worry about the individual discipline in the tackling of the Germans. They're very low, they're very hard, and they're robust in their tackling. So Pakistan has to be very careful. Although they've got skill on their side, they've got to worry about this low tackling of the Germans, which comes from indoor hockey basically.
Well, this is perhaps the first chance here for Pakistan. It's a reverse attempt. Just across the face of goal. And he's also quite a dangerous customer, is Mohammad Dilbar. Had a few opportunities yesterday as well against Egypt. All's well that ends well though. So Germany retain that lead, have possession now. As mentioned by Cedric, pretty much controlling the pace of these early exchanges in this match, the first 10 minutes. Absolutely no time to breathe for the Pakistan defense, moving forward with good numbers, and yet another PC. Can they capitalize on this one, Germany?
I think Khalid Mohammad's having one of his worst games today. It was a great 1-2 pass there by the Germans, and it was again a fluff in the defense there when a penalty corner earned by Germany.
They don't want to fall too far behind here at the moment, Pakistan. Germany, that previous penalty corner was the one which was unsuccessful. Just tried a bit of a dummy, but this time it might be a bit more direct. One of the men who's poised at the top of it is Lucas Windfeder. It is Windfeder, it is 2-0. What a start for Germany inside the first 10 minutes. They are pushing Pakistan firmly onto the back foot.
If you look at the induction was perfect. The flick was right in the deep corner of the goal. Goalkeeper had no chance at all. Powerful and well angular.
Look at the passion on display from the youngsters. And this is why this is such a high pedigree and high quality team. So many options in terms of penalty corner conversions too. This time it was Lucas Windfeder playing in defense otherwise, but coming forward and smashing it through. It with a lot of power, gave absolutely no chance to Amin Yusuf. Cedric, I know they lost yesterday, but sometimes in a short tournament, that can be the best possible wake-up call to lose early.
Well, you know, the Germans are known for their perseverance and their determination in terms of keeping to the game plan right through. Although they lost the match yesterday, they aren't, you know, coming into a game with losing the temperament. It's a situation where they are going to play the game no matter what happens.
This is Pakistan on the move, and we're looking quite dangerous moving into the circle, but just hitting the foot of Dilbar there. He's definitely making some positive runs, but just unable to control himself as well. They're hoping to come forward with Dilbar as well as Rizwan Ali, supported from the back by Umar Bhutta as well as Rizwan.
Pakistan midfield is in a straight line. That's where the balls are going through the defense, and what Germany is doing is they're getting between the lines, and that's how they're getting the kind of possession that they have at the moment.
This one was aimed at Rizwan. It was nearly picked up by number 4, Rizwan Jr. as well. He was the one with the deflection, almost picked up by Rizwan Ali, but still at the edge. So in other words, Cedric, Pakistan definitely need to realize where they're being caught out at the moment by Germany.
Well, you know, the Germans are also pushing up the right defender. As soon as the right midfielder pulls back, the right defender goes up into attack, and they get the width in attack there.
Captain not happy with the decision, Umar Bhutta.
Look, it was a good turn of speed by Umar Bhutta, and it was a clean tackle. There was no question of anything in that. A bit of theatrics and trying to win that penalty corner.
I'm sure the scoreline also contributing to a little bit of frustration, which the young Pakistan team does need to guard against. It is 2-0 at the moment, and Pakistan have been overwhelmed in terms of the numbers as well. Germany with more possession, more circle penetrations. 2 times as many circle penetrations and 2 times as many shots, and making both of them count. That's the most critical factor.
You look at the passing of the Germans, it's always on the forehand, and it's hard. It's always on the, you know, and on the forehand, so you don't waste time of bringing the ball from the left to the right again.
Contrast of styles, which was also in evidence last night in the encounter between India and Netherlands. The Indians with possibly a little bit more individual skills, but a lot more structure and a lot more method about the way that the Netherlands played, and something similar on display at the moment at the Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium. Unable to find Rizwan, who's quite clearly the target man for Pakistan here.
Well, he's the only man in front, you know, and a great let by number 3 of Germany, Christoph Held.
Most of German forays have begun from the left flank of theirs, but this time around they have given possession away. Captain Umar Bhutta moving forward, has won a free hit for his team. Yet again, just a shortage of players to pass to, not too many options. That's why they have to go back again, just giving Germany important time to recover. All their men inside their own half now. Just when you go 2-0 down inside the first 10 minutes, gives you a little bit of a mountain to climb, but they should take some inspiration from Egypt possibly yesterday. Egypt showed that it's not only possible to come back, but also to forge a very strong reply.
But you never can tell till the fat lady sings. You just got to keep at it, and at this level of hockey, at the pace that is played, as well as on the surface, you never, you can just score in the last couple of minutes.
Even though the temperatures are low, the conditions are fairly humid. That's why we see a lot of quick rotations among teams, trying keeping as many players fresh as possible. Umar Bhutta once again moving forward, does get an option to pass to, all the way back to Tawseek. Very, very well done. Dispossessed by Rua. Moving forward. This is a fabulous solo effort, and it's an outstanding goal. That has got to be a candidate for a goal of the day. Christopher Rua has given Germany yet another goal to pull away from Pakistan. Fantastic.
A great tackle deep into the 50-yard line. He runs through. It was actually a lead by the German center striker, created a space for Christopher Rua, and he fires a great shot into the goal.
It's the second of the evening for Christopher Rua, and we are only about halfway through the first half. So ominous signs from the Pakistan defense's perspective.
But the left defender of Pakistan was doing a bit of argy-bargy and got caught on the flat foot. A great steal by Christopher, who cuts inwards to the center of the circle, and it looked like he was passing the ball to the center striker, who pulled away, created a space for Christopher, who hit the ball in a flash on the reverse.
Well, they did come into this competition as the team to beat. Did have a disappointing first day, although Christopher Rua had one goal against Belgium, and now he's had 2 out of 3 this evening. So already one of the top scorers, among the top scorers in this competition. Well, this is a chance for Pakistan. Just for a little while, the German defense was not sure about how to deal with that ball.
Well, the save and the clear wasn't good enough by the keeper. He put the ball back into the field of play instead of kicking the ball or tipping the ball towards the wides.
Well, they've certainly had their moments of Pakistan on a few occasions, in particular with Ahmad.
But it's a good sweep, good sweep pass into the top of the circle. And if you look at the keeper, he puts the ball back in the center instead of kicking the ball to the sides.
Victor Ali doing the honors under the bar for Germany. It's been more or less a blemish-free performance from Germany, but every now and then in defense, just a few flutters caused by the Pakistanis moving forward. Here they come once again. Will only get a free hit and cannot quite take advantage. In fact, giving possession away, and Germany will be disappointed to give possession right back. And with 2 goals, given a welcome break. At the moment, just at the top of the D, an option for Pakistan to go on the attack yet again. But this is a beautiful pass, and it's a 2-on-2 opportunity. Moving forward with good purpose. It's been cut back in, but good bit of defending. Lots of commitment showed by Mohammad Faisal Qadir.
Well, he was in the right space at the right time, because a great pass first from Christopher Rua down to Jonas Gomel, and then he came into the circle, look for a deflection, actually looking for but a great steal by the Pakistan defender Qadir.
Just for a while, Nicholas Wellen might have been thinking that here's the fourth for the evening. Just as he was about to try and pick it up. Very nicely done by Kadir. This has been very beautifully received as well. Technically, this German team is definitely at a very good level, aren't they?
Yes, they are very well organized in defense. They are very good on the break, and they've got speed in attack. As soon as they get the ball, they can find their players very easily. This is a critical portion of Germany. And if you look at the defender, the captain who is Matthias Müller, he shares the same name as the German national captain Müller too, who is a fantastic sweeper. And if you look at what Müller is doing here, he's also playing a sweeper position, and very cool customer so far.
There's the man Cedric was talking about. Something about the name Müller does create a lot of great German sports persons. Of course, one of the greatest footballers from their stable, one of their highest goal scorers, Gerd Müller. That's a famous German name. Here we are on the AstroTurf at the National Stadium in Delhi. Crucial Pool A encounter for both these teams. Pakistan, if they lose, already they're losing by a pretty big margin, then they'll have all to do in their last match against Belgium. Mohammad Umair looks to turn, but that's an expulsion. That is absolute disaster here for Pakistan. It's Rizwan Arsalan, in fact.
Thank you.
Okay.
We were just talking about Müller, and then Arsalan seems to have hit Müller in the stomach. We look at it in the replay and know exactly, because the game was in the other half, we couldn't see it.
Okay. What he's saying is, which is fair. Yeah. Okay. What he's saying is it's fair. No. Free hit going here. Free hit here. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah.
No. Look at the action right on the top right corner.
Well, it's a clean card, but red seems a bit harsh. But you know, at this level of hockey, not at this level of hockey, any dangerous play and a deliberate infringement warrants the card.
Just keep your eye on the action at the top right corner. That's where Arsalan Kadir is. Oh, he does swing at Matthias Müller. Yes, it must be said, the German captain milking it to the maximum, and unfortunately that has given Pakistan a bigger mountain to climb, as if 3-0 wasn't bad enough. There's confirmation of this unfortunate incident for the Pakistan team. Mohammad Arsalan Kadir, who just a while ago had impressed us with his defending. Unfortunately, he has to leave. Umar Bhutta. It's more like it from Pakistan, utilizing that flank and running well. Look at the number of black shirts around him.
Well, they track the ball very well and they go in numbers. The Germans.
That's exactly what they've done, and averted danger for the moment. Back with Pakistan possession. This has really been a glorious display of hockey from the Germans. This is why they are the champions. This is why they are rated as the best junior squad. And indeed, one could say also one of the most formidable senior squads in world hockey. Arsalan Kadir just making his way out. Just put his team in a little bit of a tight spot in terms of both the scoreline disadvantage as well as that permanent man disadvantage, and also rules him out for the next game.
Yes, his red card warrants a 1-game suspension definitely. But I think what's happening now is with one player short, what they're doing, Pakistan is doing now is playing a half-court press as much as possible, holding back and trying to play on the break probably.
It's also allowing Germany to commit more men to attack, and that's what they've done on this occasion. Got a few men forward. And they do seem to have got their reward for it, but Pakistan refereeing it.
Yes, are you there? Yes, I can hear you, Jonas. The Pakistan is claiming that there was first a German foot before I saw five from the six Pakistan, and therefore a corner. They claim first was a foot, therefore not a short corner. Okay, check that. Okay, I'm looking for a German foot before the raise ball by the Pakistan stick. Thank you.
Well, what do you think, Cedric?
Well, I think the ball didn't hit the German player's foot, and it went through his legs, but I think it's a penalty corner.
Hi Jonas, can you hear me? I hear you. There is no clear reason to change your decision. Decision's a penalty corner. Pakistan lose their referral.
So the decision stands. And this is yet another opportunity now for Germany to pump in a fourth inside the first half. That will really put Pakistan under pressure. And that light turning red from green just indicates at the top of your screen that Pakistan have lost their right to referral for the rest of this game. They've had one successful penalty corner conversion that came from a wind feather. This time around, a few other men paused around the ball. Number 23 is Nicholas Bruns, but at the top of the D, it looks like Jonas Gomol. Eventually, the shot comes in from Christopher Roux. It's his third of the evening, and this is turning out to be a fantastic day at the office for the youngster.
If you look at the angle of the flick, it's past both the keeper and the postman, deep in the top corner of the net.
And just as easy as that, it does look like Germany have their campaign very much back on track here in the Hero Hockey Junior World Cup. Outstanding performance individually from Christopher Roux. This penalty corner making it 3 goals on the night for him. And who knows, maybe the prospect of a few more to come. Remember, Pakistan are a man down. And they're going to find this very difficult to not only come back, but also to limit damage from here on in. Umar Bhutta. All the way back to Zohaib Ashraf. Shkolkov cannot keep this one in play. Here's another look at the goal, Cedric.
Well, you know, he had ample time to flick that ball because the first charger was nowhere close to the flicker at all. The acceleration on the drag was fast, and the flick was really powerful with you know, really powerful flick. A whipping action actually.
And what's noticeable is the embarrassment of riches in terms of options for players who can take penalty corners. That's such a credit for the coach to have, isn't it?
But he's got 3 people already there, you know, who can take a flick. You've got Christopher Roux, you've got Lucas Windfeather, and you've got one more person, Jonas Gomel. So you've got 3 flickers, all very good flickers, and you've got Alexander Skorhoff also.
Well, at the moment, we've got Ahmad Butt who's making an individual run, but just ran out of options. Only had the skipper to try and pass to. That is also the disadvantage of having 10 men on the field. This is sent in, and the touch very, very nearly came in. Agonizingly close.
Well, Umair Mohammed made a hash of it actually, because the ball was a lovely pass from the left-hand side, right across the circle, and the frontal marking by the German was not up to the mark.
Clutching at straws at the moment, Pakistan, and that will be reflected in the numbers. Though they have had more possession in the opponent's half, but greater circle penetrations from Germany, and also making each and every shot count. Pakistan have definitely had their moments, but it's by and large been a little bleak picture in this first half. However, if they can get just 1 or 2 goals in, then they'll begin to believe that they can at least put up a stiffer resistance, maybe even push Germany further back and stretch them a little bit in the second half. As my co-commentator said, it's never over till the fat lady sings, and at the moment the fat lady's just hopped into a taxi. She's on her way to the Opera House. The Germans doing it easy at the moment. Lots of possession. No Pakistani player around to challenge them, so passing the ball around, moving forward slowly but steadily. And now their centre-backs are on the Pakistan side of the pitch too. Matthias Muller on the ball. Tromperts has sent this one in. And it was floating about dangerously before the clearance was effected.
If you look at Germany, is keeping possession in the opposition 25 or 50-yard line, and that is what makes them gives them the strength of what they are as a team. Keeping possession, penetrating the defense with a long pass, especially from the flanks. Look, they're not giving Pakistan any room, just keeping the ball with them, and they're 5 goals up.
Timur Oruz not had a lot to do, just come on as a substitute in recent times. This time making a tremendous solo run, and he has won a penalty corner through his efforts. Went for the tomahawk and eventually found one of the feet of the Pakistani defenders.
Well, you know, apart from just the run, if you look at how the space has been created for him, look, there's not a single. All the German strikers are way on the baseline and pulling the Pakistan defense to the baseline, giving him space on top of the circle to take a shot at goal.
Just a little bit of conversation between Roer and Winfeder. I wonder if Winfeder was saying, come on mate, you've had your fill for the night. Give me a chance as well. But one thing's for sure, Andre Henning is not taking anything for granted, still making some furious notes. The German coach is not satisfied yet with 4-0, and that is dangerous as far as Pakistan are concerned. Well, Roer is in there, so is Winfeder. The injection is good. Looking to work a bit of a variation, but in the end, just getting lost in the maze of legs. In favor of Germany at the Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium. Quality performance from a quality team, something that one would have expected. Pakistan with all to do, trailing by 4 goals, also down to 10 men, and nearly had an opportunity at a 5th goal here.
Well, he was trying to do the U-turn, the 90-degree turn, but then he actually didn't let the sticks. He didn't take a stick off the ball. He tried to improvise and play the ball through his legs, but it was an obstruction.
Perfectly spotted as well by Jonas van Hek on the left side of the pitch from Netherlands. Netherlands will be in action in the game to follow on this very pitch. That is at 6 p.m. local time when they take on Korea in what should be another pivotal clash. That is Pool C, and the last match of Pool C, the last match of the day, will also be from that particular pool when India take on Canada at 8 p.m. local time. Pakistan forced to go back and take this free hit yet again. The game trier, Rizwan Jr., moves all the way forward from defense and likes to get involved in as many attacking maneuvers as possible. Just a little scrappy from everybody.
See what the Germans are doing, that they don't hold the ball at all. There's always the ball moving. As soon as the ball is held by a player, touched by a player, he immediately plays the ball past. There is no holding onto the ball. It's spielen, spielen, spielen. You keep hearing them saying, play the ball, play, play, play.
Is what's been noticeable is in spite of that great start they had, second-minute goal, Germany have never taken their foot off the gas. Here they come again. Well into the D, lots and lots of black shirts, eventually well defended and just averting danger. It was a fantastic run by Kapoun.
But great defense by Tasiq Mohammed. You know, it was the goalkeeper was completely out of angle. But Tasiq did a great job by intercepting that ball and taking it out of play.
Certainly one of the stars in this team, just 18 years of age. Mohammad Tasiq doing the job here. Terrific run from Max Kapoun, a 19-year-old. Oh, this has been well received, just at the top of the box. Can he create some space to shoot? He does find a foot. But it's obviously not a penalty corner, and that means it will be the end of this first half. This is how it happened.
Well, it was a good, he took a turn, he tried to show the, but he obstructed he stuck to the play by holding onto the ball and not moving his body away from the ball. So that was a penalty corner, expected a penalty corner, but a free given to Germany.
The least of coach Manzoor ul Hassan's woes at the moment, because this first half has been a fantastic performance by Germany, and in particular Christopher Ruhr, who's got 3 goals out of 4. The other goal coming in from Lucas Windfeder. And Pakistan have also lost the services of Mohammad Arsalan Qadir thanks to a red card. So at the moment, it's a half-time score of Pakistan 0, Germany 4. dusk at the moment, and it's been all one-way traffic on the AstroTurf of the National Stadium. Germany leading 4-0 against Pakistan at halftime, and Pakistan down to 10 men thanks to the expulsion of Mohammad Arslan Qadir. It was pretty much Germany's game all the way through. This happened in the very second minute. Some slack defending, one could say, but excellent work from Christopher Ruhr. Now, Christopher Ruhr will be turning 20 just 4 days after the finish of this Junior Hockey World Cup, and it looks like he wants to take the trophy with him as a birthday gift. Quite the most ideal start for the team which lost its previous game. Then following that, the second goal coming in the 10th minute. Lucas Windfeder, excellent penalty corner conversion. Pakistan were having some of their good moments, but this was an extremely good piece of individual brilliance. Look at the run, look at the camera work as well. Excellent work from number 17 in the 17th minute. Christopher Ruhr adding a second goal to his tally, and then showing that he can also score off the penalty corner. Slamming it, smashing it to the left top corner of Amin Yusuf, giving the goalkeeper from Pakistan absolutely no chance. This domination will also be reflected in the statistics. Germany with more possession, more circle penetrations, greater shots, and 4 out of 5 shots resulting in goals. Just to remind you, you can also connect with us through Facebook, where we are on FIH Hockey, on Twitter, FIH_hockey, and make sure that you write to us with the hashtag HJWC, because this has been a very, very exciting Junior Hockey World Cup. And these are how the pools are placed. This is Pool A. Belgium earlier today winning against Egypt, which has given them pretty much a passage through to the next round, unless something quite calamitous happens. And Pakistan at the moment with 3 points, which is just a little bit of a cushion, but Germany also doing well to put themselves on the board, one would think, after the next 35 minutes. And that will mean that Egypt will definitely be out of the reckoning in terms of a place in the quarterfinals. There are some very, very exciting results, some exciting matches yet to come. Australia leading France, who would have thought, with 3 points, beating Spain by the odd goal in one, and thanks to that, leading against them. Argentina losing out yesterday to Australia will look to raise their game. Pool C is also a critical one. India losing out in their opening encounter against Netherlands. These are the 2 matches which will follow today. Korea will be taking on Netherlands, so top of the table clash in Pool C, and followed by that, India will be looking to make a move up against Canada. And finally, let's take a look at Pool D, which has Malaysia on top thanks to their outstanding performance yesterday against New Zealand, and South Africa also stealing a victory over England. So England perhaps one of the pre-tournament favourites, finding themselves bottom of the group, but still a lot of hockey to be played in all the pools, and including in this match. The lights now beginning to take effect. Cedric D'Souza alongside me, and we were just talking off air a little while ago that it's getting a little gloomy at the moment, Cedric. Can be a bit difficult for the players as well as the spectators, and for us commentators.
Well, you know, this is dusk, and when dusk comes on, it's not yet bright, and it's not bright, and it's not yet darkness. So the lights have just been put on. So hopefully we get a lot of light on the pitch, and for all spectators, for us, and for the players itself.
Currently, it is Pakistan who would desperately want to get out of this twilight zone, because they have made quite a disastrous start to this match. Chak De Germany. No prizes for guessing which team they're supporting. Of course, we will expect a steady build-up of crowds, because there is an India match today at 8 p.m. Before that, you can expect a few more people to trickle in. Lots of excitement for the sport in these parts, and in particular the last 3 years or so, Cedric, lots of high-quality events which have been played here, which have helped.
Well, you know, this is a huge stadium, first of all, and to fill it up, it takes a lot of people. But with Delhi having so many tournaments, the public has had the opportunity to see some class hockey, and our Indian team be able to compete at a level which is, at a top class level.
It's an absolute honor and a privilege to be working on events here at this iconic venue. And Germany will be looking to take full toll of the start that they've made in this match and build on the momentum further in this second 35 minutes. It is the defending champions who will get things moving in this second half. Christopher Ruhr looks like he will probably take it easy for the majority of these remaining 35 minutes. Might even be given the rest of the evening off. It's Germany in black who get things moving. They are moving from left to right this time around, and in white in their away colors. Pakistan from right to left. Germany with possession, always looking so much in control right through this match. Oops, there's the commentator's curse. Luckily for him, there was nobody around from the Pakistan team to take advantage. Shkolkov. Perhaps the ideal wake-up call for a player as well. Just an early mistake which will help him concentrate better. Germany get this free hit in a useful position. It's nicely intercepted, and an opportunity now for Pakistan to bring some pressure to bear on their opponents. But that pass was well meant, but just a little too fast for his teammate. They'll definitely need to raise their game, won't they?
Yes, apart from raising the game, they have to raise the game with using some of their intelligence basically against a German national team like this, a German team of 121 national team like this. It's pushing up into the baseline, creating space in the lines of the German defense, and with their skill breaking through.
So Pakistan faced with pretty much the task of doing the hockey equivalent of unlocking the Rubik's Cube. Let's see if they are up for it. They are, of course, down by a man. That can be a huge disadvantage, especially when you're playing effectively a second match on successive days. Physical exhaustion will also become slowly but steadily a factor. They'll be thankful for that victory that they already have in the bag against Egypt, which places them already on 3 points and means that if they can pull out a victory against Belgium in their last game somehow, then it will become a three-way shootout between three teams, and that's why goal difference could become a crucial factor. No mistake this time from Shkolkov. Windfeder, the man who got the second goal today. Plenty of options inside the box. And Rizwan Ali doesn't want to spend too much time near his goal line, defending and dribbling.
Look at the last movement of Germany. They had about at least 10 or 12 passes among themselves, and then they played a switch from right to left completely, which opened up the Pakistan defense, and looked for the baseline ball, got the baseline ball, and then the ball played across, which was picked up by the Pakistan defense.
Here they come again, definitely showing a favor for that left side. Also saw that when they were going from right to left in the first half. Definite liking for using that left flank of theirs. Once again whipped through to the left. Skipper Matthias Muller all the way back to Shkolkov again. Windfeder got some options. That's a very good pass, and it's been deflected onto the path of an on-rushing from Pertz. Back with the skipper, Muller. So complete control here from the Germans in these early moments of the second half. Pakistan and Germany. West Germany then also played the first final of this Junior Hockey World Cup back in 1979 in Versailles in France. Germany moving forward yet again, but this time the free hit going Pakistan's way. Pakistan running out victors on that occasion. And since then, another final encounter was in 1993 when the Junior Hockey World Cup was played in Terrassa in Spain. Germany running out victors on that occasion. Pakistan's last appearance, incidentally, in the last four was also in that competition.
The Germans scan before they play that ball very well. if you look at the passes before the pass comes to them, they're already looking at which player is already available for the next pass. So they don't hold the ball at all. They just keep moving that ball around. When they move the ball around, they change the point of attack, and they create space for themselves.
Certainly been a clinical performance from Germany, and would love to put you on the spot here, Cedric. If you were in the Pakistan camp at the moment and you were up against the German machine, which is playing so effectively, what are some of the things that you would advise your team to do which could possibly disrupt that rhythm?
Well, the first thing is nothing much to lose now. You're down by 4 goals, so I would push some players up front into the German defense, deep in the defense, especially when they have the ball. I would not go individual in the last ball.
This is looking threatening, and it is a chance here for the Pakistanis, getting their first penalty corner of the second half.
Well, Ashraf Zuhair moved the ball and he came onto the baseline, and German captain Muller actually just, his leading stick went over his leg and tipped him down, and he fell across.
I'm not mistaken, might also well be Pakistan's first penalty corner. Yes, indeed it is. Let's see if they can make the most of it. They have a very useful converter in Mohammad Tawseeq. And he's right in the center of things. Umpire Van Peck just making sure that he organizes the defense. Oh, that's a top save, but it will be another penalty corner because the ball lodging between his legs. Right, working a variation, or was that maybe to compensate for the fact that the injection wasn't as quick as they were hoping?
That's true. The injection has to be very, very fast. And if you look at the penalty corner again, the ball was slow. He finds that no, it's a variation. It's a total variation. Apart from the injection, it was basically a variation, which is the U-turn pass and a flick.
Here they go again. This time again, it's Tawseeq onto Ahmad, looking for that variation, but the block was made, and that's resulted in yet another PC.
Well, they made the same variation again, but the second charger came out very well and blocked that with his body basically.
Much more positive turn of events for Pakistan. Third penalty corner on the trot. They need to convert just to get back into this match in terms of numbers. Maybe the idea again was to look for a variation from Tawseeq, but it was stolen very quickly. And here's Christopher Rule once again. Back with the 3-goal man. He's got some space, goes for the shot and goes wide.
Well, I think he was a bit selfish there because he had a man on the far post. If you look at him, it was a great movement. Played the ball back to Christopher. He turned the defender around, and then he hit the ball. If you look on the other side, on the left-hand side, there was a player waiting for just to tip the ball inside, with no Pakistan defender to actually marking him.
Yes, the first bit of good work to lay up that opportunity was from Nicholas Wellen, and then Henning Houteman was in a very good position to finish off had Roer actually looked to slap it across the face. Irrespective of what happens from here on in, Germany will be quite pleased with what has happened this evening, but I dare say they'll be looking to pump in a few more goals while they have this opportunity. Also remember, Pakistan down to 10 men. That can be a huge factor as this match progresses when the legs will become a little bit more tired. Manzoor Ul Hassan knows exactly how difficult the task is ahead for his boys. On the way back to the Pakistan defense, just a quick reminder, our Super Saturday continues. Korea and Netherlands next at 6 p.m. local time, and then at 8 p.m. local time, India against Canada. So two Pool C encounters which will also have a lot of importance in terms of where the teams eventually wind up. Two teams from each pool, remember, making it through to the quarterfinals. So lots still to play for in this Hero Hockey Junior World Cup, the 10th edition. 5 of the previous 9 occasions have been won by Germany, and the very first one was won by the other team on the pitch at the moment, Pakistan. That has come zipping through, looked promising, but the whistle was blown.
Well, you know, it was a nice hit from deep in the Pakistan defense, but the marking of Germany is very strong. You know, when you talk about the German defense, they first concentrate on the defense and they talk about attack after that. But and if you have a person like Marcus Weiser, who's there as an advisor to this team, he was a defender himself with the German national team, and I know him from the German national team. He just works on defense so much, and secure the defense first before he goes into attack.
Certainly been the way that they've moved forward today, and that's an evidence in this latest move as well. Matthias Müller, the captain, swinging it through onto the left flank yet again. It's a slightly feeble looking ball sent in, not much conviction in that attempt to pass from Winfeder. Also going up dangerously, so the free hit going Pakistan's way.
You look at it, it's all, everybody's being marked now, right through the entire pitch. Even the Pakistan is pushing up players into attack. They're being marked completely, and only Müller is the defender who catches the line of the ball.
As an example of that, Mohammad Irfan also receiving the attentions of some marking. Everybody's been kept alongside somebody or the other from Germany. This time around, a diving stop, somehow deflecting that ball away. Possession back with Germany though. Linnekogel sends this ball in, and he was weaving through the defense was Jan Nischke. Winfeder, pretty much the lone man sweeping back now. Even Matthias Müller on a few occasions moving forward. Here is the captain on the ball. So if Germany do win by this score line, what it will mean is they will move up to 3 points, but they will also enhance their goal difference. So taking that up to +2 will stand them in good stead against Pakistan, their nearest rivals. Pakistan will drop down to -3 as a result of this performance. And that could turn out to be a pivotal factor on the final day. Tausik. Rizwan Jr. Germany have really dominated possession in the opponent half, particularly in the second half. That's what's turned the numbers around very strongly in their favor. And yet again, that statistic, 4 goals out of 5 shots on target. So 80% conversion rate. The coach, I'm sure, will take that any day.
If you look at them, they really swing the game from left to right. They change the game all the time, and they're looking for the long ball down the flanks, especially to the baseline, because they stretch the defense completely, and they use the width of the pitch, which is actually a great thing for to stretch a defense.
Ruo once again. Long ball, which will be received here by Tromperts. Does well to keep it in play. Also just buying some time for his teammates. Futterman. Here's a chance. It's come off dangerously, and that's why that's been given as a free hit in favor of the Pakistanis.
Well, a great ball by Christopher Ruhr. Nice aerial ball. picked up down the flank and plays the ball inside, looking for a penalty corner. Nobody there. Pakistan, keeping their feet away, and then it comes back into the circle. It comes back near the penalty spot and a flick towards goal, which was actually a dangerous play.
Jonas Gummel, the man who finally received it, another man who's had a good outing today, and just from that perspective will want to add his name to the score sheet as well if he can. Certainly also had a good game against Belgium, but was denied, particularly by an outstanding performance in that game. The man of the match, Arnaud Flamand, goalkeeper from Belgium, who also had a good game against Egypt, although it was more in the first half that he was tested a little bit. The second half was pretty much one-way traffic. 5 goals coming in for Belgium. 3 of the stick of Hendricks, and then 2 goals coming from their skipper Kobart. Getting up to about halfway through the second half. Pakistan, at least the good news for them, they haven't conceded any further goals. In fact, it's pretty much been close to half an hour since they conceded any in this match.
Sometimes when a team has lost the player, there's a little more adrenaline, little more, commitment for the players in terms of getting, because they know they're one shot, so they keep on fighting for that ball.
Well, this time all of it almost came to naught. Yet again, it was Christopher Rule right at the center of things. He's quite clearly a target man, but there are several who create some great opportunities for him. I think he definitely does deserve to buy them all dinner for tonight, Cedric.
Well, after scoring 4 goals, if he has to buy dinner, then I think he better stop scoring goals, because they should be buying him dinner. And a couple of beers too with that.
Well, you did talk about the mental strength and the mental reserves of this German team. That's been in evidence, fighting back from the defeat yesterday, coming up with such a professional performance today. Correspondingly, from Pakistan's perspective, where do they go from here? They have a pretty important match against Belgium. Effectively becomes a do-or-die encounter.
Well,
just talk about that in a bit. That ball going just past the face of goal could have been dangerous, but eventually danger averted.
I think Pakistan. Let's get back to that goal before the missed goal. Actually, nobody there in terms of pushing that ball inside, which is quite shocking of the German national team, because they are very, very particular of having somebody on the second bar for a tip-in ball. But talking about Pakistan has to win the last match against Belgium if they have any chance of staying in the quarterfinals. It's again a very, very difficult match for them, because Belgium has won 2 out of 2 so far. Belgium are the European champions and are a good side, a really good side. They move the ball well, but you never can tell in this game, because Pakistan is a good side also. They've got, if you look at them in this half, they're playing really well as a team. They haven't had as many chances as possible because of being one man down, but they're doing a lot of running on the ground and compensating for a one man down.
There's already a few players who have tasted their share of international hockey at the highest level, and surely a few more will come out of this batch, and they'll be richer for this experience. Now, can they find one goal of their own? Moving forward, looking for a penalty corner. Nothing given though. Slightly more positive phase of play for the Pakistanis moving forward. Got a few men inside the circle to try and pass to, but look at the number of black shirts defending. Also tells you about the fitness levels of this German team.
Yes, apart from the fitness levels, they also look at the fact that they know they're 4 goals up, but they're still committed to stop that ball from going into the net. Yes, they're talking about goal average again, you know, in terms of keeping their Citadel free of even conceding one goal.
That's where Belgium will really be pleased with the efforts they've put in over the first 2 days. 8 goals scored, only 1 conceded, so with a positive goal average of 7. Have that little extra cushion just in case they have an off day or a bad day against Pakistan. Mind you, Pakistan are a good quality side, and there's no telling with an 11 to select from. This was what happened just a while ago. Excellent defending it again. Good numbers and good composure.
Well, that's what the hallmark of a German national team is, you know. They are very, very particular in terms of keeping their sticks low and discipline in defense.
It has been a fantastic performance, but I dare say today, Cedric, it won't be too much of a difficult choice in terms of who the man of the match might be. Hard to go against the numbers.
Well, I think
Christopher Rule has been excellent.
Yes, he's been excellent, and there's been times when he's been attacking in one end and he's been back in defense, stealing the ball in the other side. So you got to give credit where credit is due. Yeah, he's had a fantastic game so far.
But I only say that tongue-in-cheek because there have been a few games where the choice has been quite difficult. I would imagine you and Charlie might have had a tough time in the first match. Both Koba as well as Hendricks had quite an outstanding outing for Belgium. So Pakistan hanging on, and hanging on well. That's something that they must be given credit for. Conceded their 4th goal in as early as the 25th minute. But since then we've had another 35 minutes and they haven't conceded any further.
You look, as soon as the ball is turned over, the German players all catch the Pakistani players man-to-man. There's a rigid man-to-man all over the pitch. And when they have the turnover, when they win the ball, if you look at it, they get away from their markers and they try and find space. If you look at it now, you'll find players running all over the place, free from the Pakistan defense. Pakistan plays the zonal system, and especially the defenders. They play the revolving, sweeping back.
And you have got to tip your hat to their perseverance, down by a man, but they've had the brighter moments perhaps of the second half. That spell of play when they had those 3 penalty corners and nearly converted as well, a couple of shots which were very close. So it's been a game performance. Would have been not surprising had they just thrown in the towel, but they've certainly not done that.
Well, they fought the second half very well, you know, in terms of they haven't had any really shots at goal basically, but they fought very well even with the man down.
And this will be a PC for Germany. Can they make the most of it and get their 5th goal of the night? Haven't had too many occasions to attack in the second half, but here's one.
Well, it's a clean penalty corner because he was just on the line, and if you look at it, it hits him on the line, and on his foot on the line, it's a penalty corner.
So Mohammad Tawseek, who just not so long ago was attacking at the other end, will be forced to call upon his teammates and defend this particular opportunity. Germany have already scored 2 from the PC today, 1 for Winfeder and 1 for Christopher Rule, which brought up his hat-trick for the day. And he is poised at the top of the D today. Looks like a few candidates who do want to have a crack as well. We'll have to retake that.
Germany with 8 players on top of the circle, with just 2 in defense.
Yes, the injection will be coming in from the skipper, Muller. And it's a fine finish. It isn't Ruhr this time, it's Alexander Shkolkov, and he has put it away quite fantastically. Placing it to perfection and giving no chance yet again to Amin Yusuf, who's had a pretty rough night at the office.
But it's a nice flick. Again, I find that the Pakistan defense is still too slow. They aren't putting any pressure on the flickers at all. And they got ample time to flick that ball inside. Maybe the injection is really fast.
Well, what is definitely surging forward quite fast is the German goal average, because now they've taken it up to 5-0 and just wiping out a little bit of the deficit following the 3-1 defeat at the hands of Belgium on the opening day yesterday of this 10th Junior World Cup, the Hero Hockey Junior World Cup. And we were just talking about Pakistan not giving in, but this fifth goal will probably just knock the wind out of their sails, Cedric, and one can see that in their body language as well. The pace of and the commitment of some of their moves going out a little bit. Also a little bit of slack marking now, lack of marking rather.
Well, you know, mentally you get a downer when you have this 5 goals. You look up the scoreboard and you find 5 goals down, you know, and a player down also. So it's difficult to maintain your equilibrium and to maintain your balance and maintain your mental strength when you're 5 goals down. But I still feel that Pakistan will put a goal or 2 inside.
That'll definitely help them sign off on a positive night and take some confidence into the clash against Belgium. That will be one of the first encounters on Tuesday, the 10th. The final day of competition in terms of the pool stages. Germany will be taking on Egypt. That will be at 2 p.m. and then at 4 p.m. Belgium against Pakistan. That could prove to be a very, very important clash depending on what happens between Germany and Egypt. One thing's for sure, the Pakistani team will be egging on the Egyptians as well to pull out an upset and get one past Germany if they can. Improbable, but definitely not impossible at this level, and especially with these excellent teams, excellent 16 teams, 288 of the best junior players in the world sport. This one came in dangerously too, eventually was cleared away, but back with German possession. They're like a pack of hungry dogs at the moment, just baying around the penalty box. They'll be looking to make this a tennis score line. Really has been a convincing performance. 63-37 in terms of possession percentages. And it only gets better with circle penetrations as well as shots. They had 7, out of which they've scored from 5. Can they get their 8th shot on target here? But it's Pakistan who come away with the ball. Cedric, I'm sure as coach you would have encountered situations like this when your team has had to face a rough match and you have a huge clash coming up. How do you motivate the team and keep them up?
Well, the first thing you got to do is, you know, the game's over. Start a new day, start a new game, and the thing is to keep it focused. And one of the simple exercises to do with focus is to make them think about the positive that they have in their team. One is that, and make them believe in themselves again. That's a key issue. Show them some video footage, but show them what their plus points are more and more and more.
Well, certainly that will be something that will occupy the minds. Pakistan not happy about their man being down. Pakistan players thought there might have been some hanky-panky, but the umpire Montek just assuring them that he had his eyes on the ball and the action all the time. Quick reminder about the remaining 2 games on the second day as well. There's the upcoming match between Korea and Netherlands. That will be followed by India against Canada at 8 p.m. local time. Should make for a fascinating clash, with India also needing to not only win but win big against Canada to enhance their chances of progressing through to the quarterfinals. Now Germany on the attack. It's not the same intensity when Hooteman comes forward. All the way back for Linnegogel. Down the left, Timur Oruz. Looks like quite a handful as well. Pacey player. Good turn of pace and likes to take on defenders. Well, they've still got possession and in dangerous positions. Does go in for a short corner. We are into the 66th minute here, Cedric, and look at the intensity of play here from the Germans. The speed of passes and the amount of work still coming in.
Well, I think, as I say, the Germans have this knack of keeping on to the last second. They won't give in. If they are a goal down, they'll be at you to the last second, and this is exactly what they're doing, fighting all the way.
They've yet again played it very smart, just coming off the foot. In fact,
playing the ball over the line deliberately is what umpire blew for a penalty corner, as well as a foot at the same time.
So 2 counts for that particular error. Was coming off the foot of the number 15 Zohaib Ashraf, and then just helped over the line, quite deliberately so, by Mohammad Tawseeq. So now the tennis score line is well nigh.
You've got 2 flickers there. You've got Winfurter, as well as you've got Mats Brambush staying on top of the circle. I think it's going to Winfurter on the top of the circle and take that flick inside.
Well, there's a dummy sold and the follow-up shot just wide. But that was cleverly done. The Pakistan defenders definitely went to defend Winfeder.
If you look at it, he pulled the ball towards the first charger, and then slips the ball from behind the backdoor pass. But it was just too far out. And if you look at Christopher Rue's reaction, he just feels that why didn't they score the 6th goal?
Yes, no prizes for guessing what he was thinking. If I was there, that would have been 6-0. But it has been a very professional performance from the Germans, showing why they are the champions, showing why they are considered one of the formidable powerhouses, even at age group level in the sport. It was a little clumsy from both players, but definitely looks like the Pakistan captain, Umar Bhutta, is the one worse for the wear.
Well, you know, he dived basically, and then Umar Butta just flew over his body. But the first thing the German player did was to just apologize for him. If you look at it now, you see his hand comes up and he apologizes immediately.
As you, even in a physical sport like hockey, there is always a scope for being a gentleman. That's essentially the sportsman spirit that we talk of. So just a little over 2 minutes left. Can they find a sixth for the night? This has been a complete rout, much like the previous match today. But I dare say the remaining two encounters could be a little bit more of contests. Korea against Netherlands. Oh, this time looking for the sixth. And it does come through as well. Beautifully done by Nicholas Bruns. And it is that tennis scoreline we were talking about. Germany 6. Pakistan, the 1979 champions, resigned to a huge defeat today.
Well, really a lot of strength on the ball. By bringing the ball inside. I think that's Jan Nitsteker who gets the ball and comes inside, and then the ball is flicked into the goal by Omar Cruz, is it?
So Nicholas Bruns makes it 6-0.
I stand to be correct. It's Nicholas Bruns who scored the sixth goal.
This has been a complete rout. That is for sure. Germany will definitely believe their Hero Junior World Cup campaign is back on track and pretty much running at full steam now. Their next match against Egypt should see them move themselves up to 6 points. So Pakistan will have it all to do against Belgium, who are already on 6 points. From the Belgian perspective, even a draw will suffice.
Well, a stick check in the last 25. It's a clean penalty corner. Pakistan must get at least a goal to leave the pitch with some confidence for the next game. But a clean penalty corner by as Rizwan moves inside and is blocked by Huber Philip. A stick check by Huber Philip, and that was a penalty corner for Pakistan.
Also happened inside the last 30 seconds, so it will effectively mean that this will be the last piece of action in this match. Can Pakistan pull one back? But it has certainly been a convincing performance, and the only blemish, if one can call it that, would be if they concede a goal here. Manzoor Ul Hassan will have a lot to think about, specifically in terms of not having one of his 18-member squad available for the next match. But for the moment, he'll be quite pleased if they can score.
There should be more people going for rebounds, here.
Shot comes in and it's inside as well. So it's only a small consolation, but it is a consolation nevertheless. The goal coming in from Aleem Bilal. And this penalty corner conversion means that Pakistan have pulled one back for the night. So it's not complete returning empty-handed. But boy, they have been outplayed on the pitch today.
Well, a nice flick. But what I don't understand is why aren't Pakistani players or more people on the rebound? They have just 2 on the rebound when the whistle is gone and they have the entire team on top.
Nevertheless, an outstanding performance from Germany. 3 goals on the night for Christopher Ruhr. And there was also a penalty corner conversion from Lucas Windfeder. And later on, a goal coming in from Nicholas Bruns to complete a complement of 6 goals for them. And the only goal coming in the last piece of action from Aleem Bilal, giving something for Pakistan to smile about. This is the final score. Pakistan 1, Germany 6.